Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're kicking off with some jaw-dropping action Olympic women's BMX freestyle. Have you ever seen athletes do backflips on bikes, defying gravity?
Absolutely. BMX freestyle riders make it look effortless, but the physics and skill involved are wild. They're not just riding, they're engineering motion midair, balancing torque, speed, and control all at once.
It's the ultimate mix of athleticism and creativity. And let's be honest, most of us would be lucky to just stay upright, let alone nail a tail whip.
No kidding! Fun fact, BMX bikes are designed with reinforced frames and smaller wheels to handle those intense landings. It's like the difference between a sedan and a monster truck, but for stunts.
Speaking of bikes, we've got Brooklyn on the line with a great question. How were bicycles invented? Let's connect the dots from BMX back to the very first bikes.
Thanks for having me. The story of bicycles is surprisingly dramatic. Most people assume bikes were invented for fun or fitness, but the real history is tied to much bigger global events.
That's a plot twist. So, are you telling me the bicycle wasn't just made for joyrides around the park?
Exactly. In fact, the earliest bicycles came out of necessity and crisis. The invention was less about leisure, more about survival and getting around when other options vanished.
Let's dig deeper. What's the true purpose of a bicycle? When I was younger, it was my ticket to freedom and fun, but it turned into a campus commute machine in college.
That evolution is classic. Bicycles started as practical tools, but over time they've taken on roles as exercise gear, delivery vehicles, even symbols of independence. It's like the Swiss Army knife of transportation.
So true. Whether it's a pizza delivery in Manhattan or a weekend ride for stress relief, bikes adapt to what people need. I love how an invention's purpose can shift with society's needs.
And that's the beauty of human innovation. An invention rarely stays in its original lane. It morphs with culture, economics, and even fashion. Hello, fixies and e-bikes.
But here's where things get wild. A volcano in Indonesia, Mount Tambora, actually played a role in the bicycle's history.
Right. In 1815, Mount Tambora erupted so explosively it caused what's now called the Year Without Summer. The ash cloud blocked sunlight worldwide, dropping temperatures and wrecking harvests.
That sounds like the plot of a disaster movie. But how on earth does a volcano lead to a new way of getting around?
Well, the eruption led to a shortage of horses. Food prices soared, and many horses were killed or eaten. Without horses, people needed a new way to travel long distances. Enter the bicycle's ancestor.
Let's explore that domino effect. The Year Without Summer wasn't just a weather anomaly, it upended transportation too. Imagine no cars, no buses, and suddenly no horses.
It was a logistical nightmare. People were forced to walk everywhere, even for long journeys. This hardship inspired inventors to rethink mobility, proving that necessity truly is the mother of invention.
So when life gives you volcanic ash, you invent a new ride. It really shows how global crises can spark technological leaps.
Exactly. If not for that one volcanic eruption, who knows, maybe we'd still be stuck on horseback, or the bicycle might have rolled in decades later.
Let's meet our hero of innovation, Karl von Drais. Faced with a horse shortage, he invented the Laufmaschine, or running machine in German. What was it like?
Picture a wooden frame with two wheels and a seat, but no pedals. Riders would straddle it and push off with their feet. Imagine a Flintstones bike, but with style.
That's hilarious. So, no gears, no brakes, just pure leg power. Did people actually use these for long trips?
Surprisingly, yes. It was faster than walking, though not exactly comfortable. It paved the way for future improvements, showing that even imperfect ideas can spark revolutions.
Naturally, the Laufmaschine wasn't perfect. What came next in the bicycle's evolution?
Inventors quickly added pedals, first on the front wheel. Then came brakes, because crashing into trees was, let's say, less than ideal. The designs kept changing, sometimes in bizarre ways.
Like the penny farthing, that comically huge front wheel and tiny back wheel looks like something out of a circus act.
Exactly. The big wheel let riders go faster, but it was wobbly and dangerous. Any pothole could send you flying head first. Still, each iteration brought us closer to the modern bike.
Here's a twist: bicycles weren't just a tech upgrade, they changed society too, especially for women in the early 1900s.
Absolutely. Before bikes, travel options for women were limited and often controlled by men. Owning a bike offered newfound freedom, no more waiting for a brother or husband to lend a horse.
Imagine the impact: women could ride to jobs, see friends, or just explore. It was a two-wheeled ticket to independence.
And it wasn't just about mobility. The bicycle became a symbol of equality, inspiring changes in fashion, work, and even voting rights. Talk about a small machine with a big legacy.
Fast forward to now, bicycles are still evolving to meet new challenges. Think urban congestion, pollution, and even pandemics.
That's right. Cities worldwide are investing in bike lanes, e-bikes, and bike sharing to cut traffic and emissions. During COVID-19, cycling boomed as people avoided crowded transit and sought safe exercise.
It's like the bicycle is always ready to adapt, whether to a volcano or a virus. The core idea stays, but the applications keep multiplying.
Exactly. And with smart bikes, GPS, and even pedal-powered generators, who knows what the next cycling revolution will look like?
So here's a fun closing thought: if you could invent any new bicycle feature, what would it be?
I'd love a bike that could fold up to the size of a backpack, but still hit 30 miles per hour. Or maybe one with solar-powered lights and air purification.
Sign me up! Personally, I dream of a bike that can automatically avoid potholes. Maybe with AI or smart sensors, no more surprise bumps.
Hey, with the way technology is moving, those ideas might not be far off. Maybe a listener out there will invent the next big thing. Stay curious, everyone.